Well, the lineup's just being introduced here. It's the only game that starts in the AM hours in the Appy League this season. We'll meet the starting lineups right after the national anthem in just a moment. Well, it's the same umpire crew as yesterday's game. Alexis Berry gets the assignment behind home plate. Jason Whitfield Jr. in the field. And man, they do not like to stick to a schedule. They want to be out here early. That's 2 days in a row. They're over 7 minutes early to their pregame home plate meeting and getting this thing going in a hurry. Tyler Schaefer on the bump for Burlington today, making his final start before departing for the end of the summer. The coaches at High Point University not wanting to risk any injury. He spent time away at a camp in the Great Plains region in Missouri. His pitching coach. So limited action for Schaefer this year, just 15 and a third innings pitched. 21 hits allowed, 17 earned runs, 1 hit batter, 8 walks, 16 strikeouts, a 9.98 ERA for Schaefer in his second year with Burlington. But if things go well today and he goes 2 or more innings, he'll surpass his innings total from last season in the same amount of appearances, except this time primarily operating as a starting pitcher. It's his 6th start of the season. And there's a debut for the Sock Puppets over at third base, hitting 6th today. Owen Lee makes his first appearance in the Appalachian League. And he's a baller from Tennessee Tech. He was one of the best hitters on the team back-to-back seasons. He's got serious pop in his bat. Lee, a native of Trenton, Tennessee. Also in the transfer portal, committed to Kentucky. Here at the third base grandstands with our friends from the Apples Chapel Summer Camp, and they are ready to give us the 2 greatest words. We're going to look at the Axmen starting lineup tonight. Antonio Fawcett operates as the leadoff guy for the second day in a row. Seth Farney moves a couple spots up, switch hitter. Will hit second. Cash Williams back in the lineup. Team leader in home runs will hit third. Miles Davis, red hot, 423 batting average, hits fourth. Garrett Lutt in the 5-hole. He's been pretty tough to top against Burlington this year. 9 for 13 in 4 games played. Caden Reeves hits 6. Brock Silvers in the 7-hole. Easton Beach collected a hit in last night's win. And Phoenix McFarland rounds out the Axmen order. Certainly one of the cooler days at the ballpark, but it doesn't feel like it. The sun is beating down on the field. 83 degrees, clear skies, sunny at first pitch. 11:01 a.m. Time of the first pitch. Schaefer on the bump. Operating against back-to-back swingers from the left side. Tyler Schaefer's first pitch is a fastball down the middle for strike one. Antonio Fawcett leads the team in hits last night, 3 for 5 in the win. Fawcett, .293 hitter this year. Schaefer operates out of the windup, his 0-1. Inside, 1-1. For Kingsport, it's been a July to remember. They've already topped their June win total, and we're just halfway through the month of July. 11-2 record compiled. They've won 8 straight games. Schaefer back into his motion, 1-1. Outer half, missed with it. Campos is his battery partner tonight behind home plate. Missouri product, catching in his second game, DH'd last night. A very solid hitter, and this ballpark is extremely loud. The 2-1. Fouled off by Fawcett. I mean, I have not, in any game this year, been unable to almost hear myself in the booth at first pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Fawcett, the Miami-Dade junior college product. That was not hit for power. Just 6 doubles this year. 5 runs batted in. Schaefer comes set. The 2-2. Outside. It's a screaming competition in the grandstand right now. Water slides line the concourse outside. Here's the 3-2. Grounded towards first, softly hit. Pomeroy makes the play. He will take it himself. Beats Fawcett to the bag for the first out. We get a chance to meet the Sock Puppets starting defense. Outfielders Weish in left, Minio in center, Nunez in right. On the corners, it's Lee, the newcomer at third, Pomeroy at first, Freehill and Bruno in the middle infield, and Campos behind the dish. Seth Farney digs in. First pitch, high and in. A ball and no strikes. Farney, the lone guy in last night's order, without a hit. A team that compiled 16 hits, 16 runs in the 10-run win last night. Schaefer's 1-0. Grounded softly into foul ground on the first base side. It's the only game that Shadows will not cover the delivery spot from the mound to home plate. Schaefer's 1-1. High, 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1. Inside again. Farney checked. And looked down towards Whitfield Jr. at first. Schaefer's 3-1. Lifted in the air, shallow left field, long run. That'll drop. Tweens right between Lee and Weish. Lee, long run, tosses it in. And Freehill meets that before Farney can round it into a double. So instead, it's a 1-out single for Seth Farney. He's got his first hit of the series. So in stands Cash Williams, one of the best power hitters in this league, a .326 hitter. First pitch, fastball right down the middle for strike 1. Williams will transfer schools, heading from the University of Tennessee to West Virginia, native of Choctaw, Oklahoma. Schaefer's 0-1. Grounded towards third, deep in the hole, and it eats up Lee into left field. Farney wants to get to third. He'll stride in, throw into second. Nearly past Bruno. He knocked it down. There should be a double there for Cash Williams. A tough play for Lee. Kind of gets beat between hops. Runners at third and second, one out in the first for Kingsport. They already scored 2 in the first inning yesterday. So in stands Miles Davis. First pitch checked foul. He went about 10% of the way around and just caught enough of the ball that was on the inner half of the plate. No balls, 1 strike to Miles Davis. Now the 0-1. Davis grounds it towards first. Pomeroy moves back, makes the play with his glove, flips to Schaefer to get the out at 1. Farney comes in to score. Kingsport, similar to yesterday's first inning, they get a run in the first. 1-0 Axmen with 2 outs. First pitch to Garrett Lutt. High and away. Lutt, 9 for 13 against Burlington this year. He's been one of the best hitters in the league. On base percentage above 500. 1-0 misses away. 2 balls, no strikes. Schaefer early velo, 87 to 89 with the fastball. Worked it up to 90 a couple times. Two-0. Lutt swings through it. 2 balls, 1 strike. Lutt, league leader in doubles, league leader in walks. Had neither of which in his first couple at-bats, but then added 2 walks late in the game yesterday. Extend his total 35 free passes. 2-1's inside. It's 3-1. Lutt quickly ahead here. Runner at third is Williams. 2 outs gone here in the first. Now a 3-1. Tapped foul. Schaefer gets it to full on Lutt. The 3-2. Low, ball 4. Lutt on with 2 outs. Runners at the corners here in the top of the first inning. The Axmen out to a 1-0 lead over the Sock Puppets in Game 2 of this 3-game series. The good news, the bottom half of this order has struggled to put together hits. Caden Reeves at 179 digs in. Schaefer's first pitch nearly hits the back knee of Reeves, misses inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Reeves gets the start behind the dish tonight for Kingsport. Trio of extra base hits this year. 1 home run, 6 runs batted in. The 1-0. Tapped foul. Reeves, one of the younger guys on this team. Youngest in the catching room. Native of Chapin, South Carolina. Played at Troy University, the Trojans. Schaefer's 1-1. Slider misses high. Two balls, one strike. Kingsport put up two in both the first two innings in yesterday's game. The 2-1. Reeves takes. It's high again. 3 balls, 1 strike. Already 25 pitches thrown in this first inning from Tyler Schaefer. Comes set with a 3-1. The pitch home. Runner takes off. Can't post no throw as it misses high for ball 4. Back-to-back walks. The Axmen have loaded them here in the first. Now Brock Silvers will bat. The 6'5" right-hander will have to wait. Dave Schmidt out to the bump. Silvers is the lone player from the state of Idaho in the league. Hometown Middleton, Idaho. Will make the switch from the University of South Florida to Seattle University, so flipping from coast to coast to play his sophomore year. So bases loaded, 2 outs here in the first. Kingsport a chance to really make a dent in this game in the early stages. Brock Silvers waits. First pitch slider over the plate for strike 1. Early action in the Burlington pen. One of the newcomers, Jack Dalton, loosens up wearing the number 26 that Cade Pilgrim wore throughout the first month of the year. The 0-1. Outside, gets away from Campos, rolls to the backstop. Kingsport takes a 2-0 lead. Williams in to score from third. Lutt up to third base. Reeves to second. Well, the two teams met 2 years ago on Summer Splash. Kingsport put up 4 in the first inning. Kingsport then gave up that 4-run lead. Burlington went on to win 7-5, the only time these two teams have met on the Summer Splash day. 1-1. Silvers takes. High again. 2 balls, 1 strike. Silvers waits. Now a 2-1. Checked his swing. Slider missed outside. Campos wanted a check. Did not get the appeal granted by Whitfield Jr. in the field. Another 3-ball count. Back-to-back walks to Lutt and Reeves. Silvers threatening to make it a third straight. Schaefer into his windup. The 3-1. Outside, ball 4. Bases remain loaded. Well, Easton Beach stands in, takes a first pitch strike over the plate. Beach 2 for 5 with the bases loaded. Does have 1 grand slam this year. It's his only home run of the season. Schaefer works from the windup. Goes into it. Here's the 0-1. Beach swings, sends it shallow right field. Nunez ranging towards foul ground. Makes the catch in fair play for the final out. Kingsport sends 8 guys to the plate They send home 2 in the first, similar to yesterday, and hold a 2-0 lead. We head to the bottom of the first inning here at Burlington Athletic Stadium. You're watching the Sock Puppets on Aware TV. To the bottom of the first we go. Burlington operating with the same top 4 in their order. Sal Mineo leads things off against Jet Wright, the right-hander. Mineo cranks one out to deep center field. Fawcett gives chase into the gap. Backpedals, makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. Chance to meet the Burlington starting lineup tonight. So Mineo retired on 1 pitch. Nunez, Pomeroy, Novi, similar to last night. Campos slides up 1 spot to the 5 slot. Owen Lee making his debut in the 6 hole. Kevin Bruno, Bruce Leish, Jack Freehill round out Burlington's order. Nunez stands in. Jet Wright operating out of the stretch. The right-handers. First pitch to Nunez. Also fouled off. Early swinging from Burlington. I played 6 runs last night. 5 errors in the field. 14 men left on base. 16 runs allowed. It was just a recipe for disaster all around. They still recorded 10 hits. They've scored 7 or more runs in 18 games. Just 9-9 in those games. Nunez takes outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jet Wright making just his 2nd appearance of the season. Scoreless inning his first time around. No walks, no strikeouts. The 1-1. Inside. Nunez takes 2 balls, 1 strike. 17 innings pitched, 10 hits, 19 walks, 17 Ks, a 5.82 ERA at Cal Berkeley in the spring for Jet Wright. 6'7" right-hander, 195 pounds. A 2-1. Nunez swings, lines one down the right field line, stays fair. Nunez with a single here in the first. Both teams operating with 1 out base runners in their halves of the first inning. Already 3 hits in this series for Jaden Nunez. Now, Deacon Pomeroy seems to be a fan favorite. Nice little crowd pop there as Pomeroy stands in. Perhaps the crowd knows he leads the league in runs batted in. 35 men hit in this year. Chance to tie this game with 1 swing. Wright's 0-0 dealing. Pomeroy swings over top of a fastball, misses it. No balls, 1 strike. Deacon 1 for 4 in last night's game. 352 this year. The everyday player since arriving after the weekend series to open the year against Kingsport. Here's the 0-1. Pomeroy takes a slider outside for ball 1. 89-91 on the fastball from Jet Wright. Slider at 82-84 thus far. Deacon waits, the 1-1. Down low, 2 balls, 1 strike. Burlington, they're a lot better when they score first in games. They are 2-14 when allowing their opponent to score first. That trend holding true in last night's game. Kingsport gets the first 4 runs of the game. Check to first. Nunez dives back in safely. The 2-1 to Pomeroy. Fouled off the catcher's mask. Knocked it clean off of Reeves. Pomeroy will hand the mask back to the catcher. Miles Davis hits .486 at home this year. Only Austin Hawk, a better qualified hitter at home. Deacon Pomeroy right up there. It's at 400 in this ballpark. The 2-2 takes, and it gets past Reeves. Nunez grabs second. He was on the move anyways. Guy who doesn't run a lot, just 2 stolen bases since arriving in 6 games played. Trying to fill that gap after Jaden Nunez left the team, or after Bryce Clavon left the team. Jaden Nunez trying to fill that gap. Runner at second, Pomeroy waits. Wright checks. The 3-2. Pomeroy swings and misses. It's a strikeout for out number 2. That was a fastball in the zone. Pomeroy just misses it. And Wright 1 out away from getting out of this mini jam in the first inning. 91.5 miles an hour, his fastest registered pitch of the morning. And stands Brandon Novy, 3 hits in yesterday's game, trying to keep the momentum rolling here in the first inning. First pitch, inside to Novy. Nunez off a second, Novy waits. Right with a 1-0. Inside again. Novy makes it 2-0. A couple of sliders not quite peeling back into the zone. The makeups of these rosters so different from the first time these two teams met all the way back in June. The 2-0. Novy back to the mound, over the head, and in between. Tough play, and Beach has trouble with it. Novy reaches first. A high chopper gets over the head of Wright in between the 2 infielders. Novy legs it out, puts runners at the corners with 2 outs. In stands the catcher, Julio Mar Campos. Writes 0-0. Outside. A ball and no strikes. Julio Mar playing in just his third game since arriving here. A 3-hit game last week on Wednesday. A 2-hit night in game 1 of this series. Keep the momentum going. The 1-0. Campos fouls it off. Well, it's Summer Splash, so the summer kids are here. It's also work at the park. Some of the adults have their laptops out in the right field bar, taking in the game. Here's the 1-1. Campos swings over top of a slider. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Julio Mar at .556 in 2 games. Is surging since arriving here in Burlington. The 1-2. Campos swings, tips it into the glove. Strike 3 called. And that ends the inning. Burlington leaves 2 guys on. Feels eerily similar to a night ago. 2-0 the score. We head to the second between Kingsport and Burlington on Aware TV.
I don't really need to see anything kind of like the paddle. I mean, you can set the shop and it says like the table.
Schaefer out for his second inning of work. Misses outside with the first pitch to Phoenix McFarland. It has been a summer to forget. McFarland has not been able to string together much of anything offensively. He's 2 for 37. That's a .054 average. The 1-0 skips on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Schaefer needs just 3 outs to surpass his innings total from a season ago, where he went 17 innings for the Sock Puppets. Schaefer's 2-1. outside again. 3 balls, 1 strike. Schaefer walked 3 guys in the first inning. And this is not a guy you want to put on the 3-1. Lifted in the air, foul, out of play. The kids are packed into the stands, so not much chasing on the foul balls. The third base bleachers has a couple of the kids in it. First base side, not so much. 3-2. Slider called a ball. Wow. Schaefer not missing by much, and that is a costly walk. It's a leadoff walk to a guy who has a batting average of .054. Resets things. Fawcett, no stranger to hitting in consecutive innings. He did it 3 times yesterday. Swings at the first pitch, lifts a looper out to shallow third base, caught by Freehill, or Lee at third, for the first out. So 1 gone in stands Seth Farney, single and a run scored in the first inning. See if Farney will get to hit from the right side at all today. He is a switch hitter. First pitch backs him off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Farney, a .294 hitter on the season. Waits, another fastball. Same spot, backs him off the plate. 2 balls, no strikes. Kingsport was in a similar spot last year. They had 21 wins on this day. Went on to win the regular season title in the West. 31 wins a season ago. 2-0. Up high, inside again. Schaefer losing his command. There's no one currently warming up. It was Dalton getting loose in the first. There's 8 guys hot today, so could see a new guy every inning after this second. McFarland off of first, the 3-0. Right down the middle for strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Kingsport leads it 2-0 here in the second. I take the season series on day 2. The 3-1. In the air, shallow left center field. Freehill ranges back, makes the catch. Couple of weak pop-ups induced by Schaefer. He's 1 out away. Getting out of the second. Who in stands Cash Williams, also a single that he legged into 2 bases, officially scored as just a hit in advancement after the ball knuckled off the glove of Owen Lee at third. Righty on right matchup. Schaefer from the stretch, his 0-0. Williams clubs one down the third baseline. Hot shot, nearly caught. A couple of the pitchers in the Burlington pen nearly caught Mike Policastro, the third base coach. Schaefer working ahead. He's already tossed 46 pitches. His 0-1. Slider outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, this league populous with kids from the state of Oklahoma. Williams, the number 1 catcher from the 2025 class in the state of Oklahoma. Here is the 1-1. Outside corner fastball in the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Schaefer trying to sit down 3 in a row. It'll be the first time in the series. In the air, Could stay fair. Long run. Campo slides. It lands just directly in front of him, about a few feet in front of the dugout. We'll get another 1-2. Schaefer's 50th pitch of the game. Schaefer kicks and deals the 1-2. Outside, runner takes off. Campos bobbles and sliding into second. McFarland grabs the bag. Second stolen base of the season for Phoenix McFarland. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the second. Schaefer's pitch in the air, center field. Mineo ranging back towards the right center field gap. And that ball carries out there, makes the catch. A few steps in front of the right center field wall. Ends the second inning. Tyler Schaefer gets the last 3 guys out on balls in the air. It's 2-0 Kingsport over Burlington. We head to the bottom of the second inning. You're watching the Burlington Sock Puppets on Aware TV. We head to the bottom of the second inning here at Burlington Athletic Stadium. It's 2-0 Axmen over Sock Puppets. A debut for Owen Lee as he stands in to lead off the second inning. A hitter from Trenton, Tennessee. 21 home runs compiled over 2 years at Tennessee Tech. Right out of the stretch, first pitch. Lee takes outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Owen Lee, 249 his redshirt freshman season, 290 his redshirt sophomore year. And headed to the SEC to play for the Kentucky Wildcats. 1-0 from right. Grounded softly towards second. Long run, instead it's the shortstop. Beach, throw to first. Wow, he covered a lot of ground to beat Lee there. That was on the second base side of the bag. And Beach hightails, gets to the ball, and gets the first out of the second inning. In stands Kevin Bruno, held hitless last night for the first time since donning a Sock Puppets uniform. Bruno moves over to second base in today's game. The 0-0. Bruno squares to bunt, lays one down, right back to the pitcher. Right field, throws to first, offline, off the base. They call him out anyways. Silvers came off the bag. Mickey Tettleton does not plead his case. Silvers maybe keeps his foot on enough. And there's 2 outs. Was not a good bunt. Right back to the mound. Two quick outs here in the second. In stands Bruce Weish. Weish entered the game in the field last night. Finished 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. The 0-0. Weish takes down the middle for strike 1. 92 miles an hour on the latest fastball. Right comes set. Here's the 0-1. Weish takes in on the hands. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, for Bruce, 241 this year. 2 for 12 against Kingsport, both hits. 2 baggers in the opening game of the season. The 1-1. Off the plate. Check towards first. Whitfield says he held up. 2 balls, 1 strike. Weish operating in left field today, where he entered and stayed from innings 5 to 9 yesterday. The 2-1. Down low. 3 balls, 1 strike. Tyler Schaefer will depart Burlington after his start today. You'd have to think the roster mostly finalized going forward. Shouldn't be too many exits from now until the end of the season. The 3-1. Weish grounds it foul. Full count pitch. Weish lifts it, shallow center field. Fawcett ranges in, covers some ground, makes the catch with his right hand and ends the second inning. No runs, a 1-2-3 second inning for Jet Wright. We head to the third inning, still 2-0 Kingsport over Burlington on Aware TV. We head to the top of the third inning. Axmen 2, Sock Puppets nothing. Josh Rothard on the call with you here, live from Burlington, North Carolina, an 11 a.m. start time. The kids packed into the stadium. Burlington tries to find some offense, but first, Tyler Schaefer gets his third inning of work and will face the Appy League Player of the Week. Miles Davis for the second time squares to bunt, pulls it back. Campos can't catch it, goes past him. 1 ball, no strikes. Davis, freshman from Oklahoma, 423 hitter this year. Bounced out his first time. Swings and misses at the 1-0, 1 ball and 1 strike. Takes a lap around Campos and Alexis Berry. Gets back into the right-handed batter's box. Schaefer set, the 1-1. Davis squares to bunt, pulls back. Slider missed outside. So count moves to 2-1 to Davis. Few hitters have been hotter in July. Up over 470 as a hitter. The 2-1. Inside, 3 balls, 1 strike. And Campos launches the throwback to the mound off of Schaefer's glove into center field. Moranto is out today. Bruno at second. He retrieves it. Davis waits, the 2-2. Grounded towards third, stays fair, high hop, off Lee's glove, down the left field line. He ran through first, now will hook towards second and glide into second base with a double here to lead off the third inning. It'll go as an error on Lee, although it would have been a tough play to secure that and make the throw across the diamond. In stands the left-handed hitter, Garrett Lutt. Swings at the first pitch, lines one into center field. Mineo charges in. They'll hold Davis at third. Quick pitch in. Pomeroy stands on the mound, cuts the throw. Runners at the corners. No one out in inning number 3. That's what Garrett Lutt does. Hits for contact, so solid. Lutt aboard, still no one out. Still the Axmen lead at 2-0. In stands Caden Reeves. Schaefer's first toss. Fastball misses away. 1 ball, no strikes. Activity in the bullpen. Jack Dalton already loosened in the first. Stands to begin tossing again, warming up his right arm for his sock puppets debut. Schaefer ready, the 1-0. High, 2 balls, no strikes. Reeves walked to lead things off. And his first appearance of this series. Here's the 2-0 from Schaefer. Outside again. He's missed with 3 straight now. Dalton quickens his routine. Schaefer now 60 pitches thrown tonight. 34 balls, 26 strikes. Comes set with a 3-0. Throws over to first to check on Lutt. He's not going anywhere, but dives back into the bag safely. To Caden Reeves. Fastball on the outer edge, called a strike. As Reeves shuffling out of the box too quickly. Ushered back in by Alexis Berry. 178 hitter at Troy, 4 home runs. The catcher. Schaefer's 3-1. Off the plate, ball 4. Loads the bases with no one out in the third. Back to his windup to face Brock Silvers. Takes a first pitch fastball in there for strike one. Silvers came up to bat with the bases loaded his first time up. And after a wild pitch, ended up walking. The 0-1. Lined, looped into left field, down for a hit. Davis scores. They'll stop Lutt. Reeves to second. And Kingsport keeps the bases loaded. Add another run. It's 3-0 Axmen. And that will end the day for Tyler Schaefer. So he gets past his season total from a year ago in innings pitched by just 1 out. And that will end his tenure in Burlington. 2 solid years for Tyler Schaefer. And exits with the bases loaded. Jack Dalton, the new arm. Back in a moment. 3-0 Axmen here on Aware TV. New arm, Jack Dalton enters, bases loaded, no one out here in the third, and he faces Easton Beach. First pitch, Beach takes, fastball up, 1 ball, no strikes. So it's a little bit of a redemption chance. Easton Beach flew out with the bases loaded in the first. Gets to bat again 2 times in 3 innings with them loaded. Dalton's 1-0. Beach swings over top of a fastball on the outer edge for strike 1. Dalton makes his way from the Old North State League where he played for the Clayton Clovers. His 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss again. Just grooving the fastball on the outer edge. Beach with another swing and a miss to make it 1-2. He had a 9.64 ERA and 9 1/3 innings pitched, 12 walks, 15 strikeouts. Great cut action to that fastball. The 1-2 from Jack Dalton. Pitch home. Skips away from Campos. And Kingsport will score another run. It's 4-0 for the second day in a row. Second bases loaded wild pitch from a Burlington arm in this game. Now the 2-2. In the air, right field should get down. Long run for Nunez, drops in front of him. In comes one, and the second runner silvers in to score. Kingsport leads it 5-0. Make it 6-0. To the 9-hitter now, Phoenix McFarland walked in the second, lone base runner in that inning. Dalton's first pitch, outside, 1 ball, no strikes. "1-0 is fouled off. Makes it 1-1. McFarland just a .320 OPS this year. He's an international guy. He played in this league a season ago. .277 hitter for Kingsport last year. Now a 1-1. Dalton set, goes home. Down low, 2 balls, 1 strike. He hails from New South Wales, Australia. It's nearly 10,000 miles away from North Carolina. The 2-1. Line, down the right field line. Trouble in the corner. Down, off the wall, on a bounce. McFarland wants extra bases. They will hold Beach at third. It's a double for Phoenix McFarland, his 3rd hit of the season. Puts runners at third and second. Still no one out in the 3rd inning. Dalton's first pitch, high and away to Antonio Fawcett. As nothing has gone right in this series for Burlington. Being outscored 22-6, they push the infield in. First pitch, swung on and missed. Fawcett evens the count at 1-1. Beach at third, McFarland at second. Here's the 1-1. Down low, 2 balls, 1 strike. Fawcett as disciplined as you can get. Second in the league in walks to his teammate Garrett Lutt. Now a 2-1. Fawcett swings, tips it into the glove of Campos. Count evens at 2-2. Dalton ready, the 2-2 pitch. Fawcett grounds it, tough play. Bruno on a dive, holds the runners, throws to first, gets the out. Marvelous play. They throw back to second to try and backpick McFarland. He dives back in. Bruno, quick stop. He's got a great glove. He showed it off at shortstop yesterday. Holds the runners in place and gets the out. So Seth Farney will bat. One gone. Runners still at third and second. Axmen leading it 6-0 here in the third. Dalton's first offering is outside. The 1-0. Up high again. Dalton misses with back-to-back. Infield still in. Now the 2-0. Outside again. 3 balls, no strikes. He does have a base open, could set up a double play, and they're going to put him on. I just finished the at-bat with an intentional walk of Seth Farney. Maybe pitching around him. Instead, they get the righty-on-righty matchup, but it is with Cash Williams, serious pop in his bat. Already 1 for 2 tonight. A single and a flyout, 1052 OPS, second on the team. Williams will hit with the bases loaded. Dalton's first pitch, swing and a miss. Williams trying to climb the ladder and go get it. 1 for 5 with the bases loaded. The one hit is a double. 2 runs batted in and a strikeout. Williams waits. Dalton collects himself, goes home with the 0-1. Launch to left field. That is a missile down the line, but it's way foul. Would have been 60 feet over the left field fence if it was in fair territory. Instead, it's just a long foul ball, and it's 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Fouled off the end of the bat towards the backstop. Keeps it 0-2. Dalton's pitch. Swing and a miss. Jack Dalton blows it by him, gets the second out. Bases stay loaded. And that will bring up Miles Davis, who led off this inning, reached on an error to start off the rally. 10th guy to hit here in the third. Dalton's first pitch. Inside. Davis backs off. 1 ball, no strikes. Alexis Berry calls time as there's a ball on the field. Eddie Rogers loosens in the bullpen. Dalton set. Bases loaded, 2 outs here in the top of the third. Dalton's 1-0. Tapped foul. Davis gets his hands around to catch that one on the outside part of the plate and just bites at it barely. Count to 1-1. Davis, 2 balls hit on the ground today. Dalton to his stretch, offsets his feet. Now the 1-1. Grounded softly towards third. Out of play, foul. Count to 1-2. Dalton to get out of the inning. Here's 1-2. Through his bat. Wow. Up high, Davis fouled it off, and his bat flew about 75 feet down the line, nearly hit the camera equipment of the team videographer, Nigel Witherspoon. There's some kids hanging out over there, too. I'll get some pine tar from his teammate, Garrett Ludd. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Davis waits. The 1-2. Slider is high. Now a 2-2. Fastball called, third strike. Davis knew it. Dalton out of the third inning, but not before Kingsport sends home 4 runs in the inning. They lead it 6-0. We go to the bottom of the third inning. You're watching the Burlington Sock Puppets on Aware TV. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Burlington in a 6-0 hole. Jack Freehill leads things off against Jet Wright. First pitch fastball misses downstairs. Freehill occupies one of 3 lefties in the order for Mickey Tettleton tonight. Minio Lee and Freehill in the 9 spot. The 1-0. Freehill lines one found on the left field line. Right, 2 scoreless innings, 2 hits allowed, no walks, 2 strikeouts thus far. The 1-1. Freehill launches one, deep right field, right at Williams. Moves in a step, makes the catch. 1 gone in the third. Oh, Sal Mineo, for the second time tonight, flew out to center on the first pitch of the game. 0-0. Mineo takes outside. Mineo 0 for 5 last night. Did reach on a walk. It's a ballpark he has controlled since he's played here. 12 for 25 as a hitter. 1-0 also away. 2 balls, no strikes. Played 2 games here with the Tri-State Colecats. He's been the starting center fielder since arriving. Now the 2-0. Another take, another miss. 3 balls, no strikes. Three on Mineo. Down low, 4 straight misses. Sal reaches on the walk. And with 1 out in the third, Burlington gets its 3rd base runner of the night. First walk issued by Jet Wright. He did struggle with control a little bit at the University of California this year. Not the case. It's his first walk issued in 3 1/3 innings pitched here in the Appy League. Nunez beat him the first time, single to right field in the first. Burlington stranded 2 guys in that inning. First pitch to Nunez. Fastball on the inner edge for strike 1. Check on Mineo at first. He will run. Nunez a hit in every game since joining Burlington. Mineo takes off, goes to the backstop. Mineo slides into second. Would have had second with ease. Great jump. 1 ball, 1 strike to Nunez. Now 1-1. Gets him on his elbow. Ooh, that's a tough spot. Nunez is in pain, clenching his left elbow as he tosses his bat. He is really shaken up after that one. Really ran in and got him there. And 90-mile-an-hour fastball. He's not wearing an elbow guard. He does wear a shin guard. Megan Maxwell out of the dugout to check on the right fielder, Nunez. She's celebrating her 29th birthday today throughout the first pitch at the game. Devin Mitchell was hit by pitch twice in yesterday's game. He exited, maybe giving him a precautionary day off to not see that injury worsen. Nunez looks like he'll stay in the game as he tosses his gloves. We'll jog down to first. So 2 guys on, 1 out here in the third. Deacon Pomeroy, one of the power hitters in this league, tied for the 3rd most home runs in the Appalachian League. 6 bombs, 35 runs batted in for number 35. Steps in against Jet Wright. First pitch. Pomeroy grounds one foul off the netting at lines above the dugout. Pomeroy struck out swinging in the first. And now the 0-1 inside. Pomeroy contorts his body to avoid being hit by pitch. Count moves to 1-1. Takes again. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nearly had Minio on a rundown. Now they do. Minio had time to get back to the bag. He's in a pickle between second and third. They throw to second. Tag Minio out. Nunez is also out. No, he's safe. A double out signal from Jason Whitfield. Minio hung up between second and third. I don't even know how that happened. So now 2 runners on and 1 out has become just 1 runner on and 2 outs in the third. Minio runs into an out. Throw is way offline, so Minio gets an extra step on his secondary lead. Reeves guns him down. 2-1 to Pomeroy. Inside fastball misses. 3-1. Pomeroy sits back. 3-1 from right. Fouled off. Count full, 2 outs. Nunez at second. Kingsport 6-0 lead in the bottom of the third inning. Pitch to Deacon. Swung on. Hit to short. On a 1 bounce. Beach throw to first in time. Ends the third. Burlington still nothing to show for it offensively. We head to the fourth. Kingsport in full control in Game 2 of the series. You're watching the Burlington Sock Puppets on Aware TV. To the fourth we go, 6-0 Kingsport over Burlington. Josh Rothert with you here at Burlington Athletic Stadium. It's been all Axmen as of late. They are 11-2 in July. They've won 8 straight games, looking to make it 9 straight. Up against a new arm, Eddie Rogers makes his Burlington debut, and a first pitch fastball swung on and missed by Garrett Lutt. Kingsport sends 10 hitters to the plate in the third. Lutt already reached base twice tonight, a single and a walk after being on base 5 times a night ago. 1-0 outside, or 0-1 outside, make it 1-1. Rogers hails from upstate New York, not a bad place, 30 minutes away from Albany, Catskill. The 1-1. Away again, 2 balls, 1 strike. Did not play due to injury at UNC Greensboro this year. 2-1 from Rogers. Outside again. He's missed in that spot 3 times in a row. Now with 3-1. High, ball 4. Lutt does what he does best, and that's get on base. He's now reached 8 times out of 9 plate appearances in the series. In stands Caden Reeves, takes the first pitch away. Good block by Campos to hold that one from going to the backstop. The 1-0. Inside. 6 straight misses by Eddie Rogers. Rogers into a stretch. Now the 2-0. Inside. 3 balls, no strikes. Rogers will circle the mound, pick up the bag of rosin, try and get himself refocused. The Axmen hold a 6-0 lead here in the 4th inning. 3-0. Hits him. Would have been ball 4 anyways. Instead, Reeves wears it. 2 guys on, no one out in the 4th. Oh, in there for a strike. Brock Silvers. Also on base twice tonight. A single and a walk. The first baseman from Kingsport, 0-1. Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Axmen kept it close in all 3 losses, none by more than 3 runs, the opening series of the year. The 1-1. Silvers takes. That one misses downstairs. Rogers might have caught the lower part of the zone. Instead, it's 2-1 to Silvers. 10 for 60 as a hitter this year. Double play in order if he can get a ground ball. 2-1. Up high to Rogers. Silvers from Rogers to Silvers. Count 3 balls, 1 strike. Already 7 walks, 1 hit by pitch issued by this pitching staff today. 3-1. In the air, shallow left field, long run for Weish. It lands in front of him. Everyone's safe. And the base is loaded once again. Brock Silvers just fists one out to left field. And it drops. Kingsport has put the bases loaded for Easton Beach for the 3rd time tonight. Dave Schmidt wants to check on his pitcher. First time, Beach flew out to right. Second time, a run scored on a wild pitch before Beach could complete the at-bat with the bases loaded. Ends up singling in 2 runs. And Dave Schmidt will check on Eddie Rogers before the at-bat to Beach. "14 grand slams in the Appalachian League this year. Only one of which the Kingsport Axmen hold. And it's this guy right here, Easton Beach. First pitch. Beach takes a slider away, 1 ball and no strikes. Wind blowing straight out, the 1-0. Again away, 2 balls, no strikes. Check to third. Campos throws down to Lee. Now the 2-0. Down low, 3 balls, no strikes. Rogers has nowhere to put Easton Beach, and he's behind 3-0. Burlington has never had a losing record at home. Even in the year, they were 16 games behind 500, 3-0. Inside, 4 straight misses. Beach has his 3rd RBI on the walk. Kingsport leads it 7-0. Joe Gomez loosens in the bullpen. First pitch, down and away. The 9-hitter, Phoenix McFarland, breaks his skid with a double in the 3rd inning, after a walk in the 2nd. Down low to make it 2-0. McFarland started July 0 for 12 for this first hit of the month in his last debut. The 2-0. Down low again. Rogers has missed on 7 straight. I think Gomez would get the ball sooner rather than later here. It's a guy who didn't pitch his freshman year, his sophomore year at UNCG. The 3-0. Fastball down the middle for strike 1. Seven 0 Axmen lead here in the 4th. 3-1. Inside, ball 4. Another run comes in to score. Reeves from third hits the plate. Axmen lead it 8-0. In stands Fawcett. First pitch is high for ball 1. Silver's the lone hit in this inning. It was a single to left field, 3 walks and a hit by pitch. 1-0 is away. 2 balls, no strikes. Eddie Rogers, 25 pitches, 21 balls, 4 strikes in his first outing. The 2-0. Slider misses inside. Fawcett is patient. It's like auto take right now for Kingsport. Burlington just bleeds runs. 3-0 to McFarland. Down the middle for strike one. Fawcett. Not McFarland. McFarland already at first. And Fawcett, after a 3-hit night last night, is 0 for 3 today. Batting in the 4th straight inning. The 3-1. Off the plate, ball 4. Walks in another run. Still no one out. Mickey Tettleton's seen enough. He wants a new arm, and it'll be Joe Gomez to take the bump. Eddie Rogers' debut doesn't quite pan out. Kingsport already 3 in this inning. It's 9-0. We'll take a quick step aside. You're watching the Burlington Sock Puppets on Aware TV. So the new arm, Joe Gomez, the Longwood Lancer, and his job is to throw strikes. 30-year Appy League veteran gets the ball with the bases loaded. No one out. Seth Farney in to hit. Gomez's first pitch is a ball upstairs. 2-0 record this year, over 8 games, 14 2/3 innings, 11 runs allowed, 16 walks, 18 strikeouts. Gomez out of the windup. Slow pause, 1-0. Farney takes a strike on the inside corner. Already over an hour and a half of game played. It's just the 4th inning, no one out. Gomez with the 1-1. Farney taps it foul. Tettleton watches from the dugout. His lips tightly tied together. No words as he watches his team play. 1-2 from Gomez. Swing and a miss. Joe Gomez comes in and gets a big strikeout. He's a third of the way there. There's one. Cash Williams. 1 for 3 tonight. Single fly-out strikeout for Cash. Gomez first delivery. Slider bends in there for strike 1. Gomez coming and shoving. 4 of 5 pitches have found the zone. And he's ahead 0-1 on Cash Williams. Wind dies down. Now the 0-1. Williams launches. Left field. Weiss ranging back. Makes the catch. It'll be a run on the sac fly as Beach dashes in from third. Kingsport has a 10-0 lead in the 4th inning. Gomez has 2 quick outs out of the pen. Burlington 3-2 record on summer splash days. That last loss came in 2023. First pitch outside to Miles Davis, who's the 9th hitter to hit in this inning. He hit twice in the 3rd. Reached on an error and struck out in that inning. He's 0 for 3 tonight, the 1-0. Davis sends a line drive to left field. Weiss makes the catch in the gap, and the side is retired. Kingsport scores 4 more. They lead it 10-0 as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. You're watching the Burlington Sock Puppets on Aware TV. To the bottom of the 4th we go. New arm for Kingsport. 3 shutout innings for Jet Wright. Gives way to Rupert Blackwood Jr. And he'll have 4, 5, 6. Brandon Novy to lead things off. Here in the 4th. First pitch. Fastball on the outer half for strike 1. Rupert Blackwood pitched at Southern University. Got the 2nd most wins in the Appy League, second to only Tyler Kennist of Danville. 4-0 record. And spirals downstairs, 1-1 to Novy. 3.55 ERA in 6 games, 12 2/3 innings pitched, 5 runs allowed, 14 walks, 8 strikeouts. Count 2-0 to Novy. And Novy grounds one hard through the hole into center field. Novi's got a single, his second hit of the game. He's got 5 now over the last 2 days. Leads off the fourth, puts a guy on for Burlington. And if I believe what I'm seeing right now, it looks like Braden Moranto's warming up in the bullpen. First pitch to Campos misses upstairs. Could Mickey Tuttleton actually pivot to a position player this early in the game? Blackwoods 1-0. Campos watches it in the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. A ball and a strike. Campos struck out in the first. Blackwood ready, the 1-1. Hits Campos in the head, drops his bat. Oh, it's a scary sight. Fastball runs upstairs. Maybe the shoulder, maybe the helmet. Campos walks it off, tosses his gear aside. Burlington's got runners on first and second, no one out here in the fourth. So Owen Lee, the chance to make an impression in his debut. He grounded out his first time up. He's got tremendous pop. Left-handed bat. Holds the bat close to his ear. First pitch outside, called strike. Blackwood finds the zone. 0-1 to Lee. The pitch. Smack to right. Down for a hit. They will hold Novi at third. Burlington's got the bases loaded. There's Owen Lee's first hit as a sock puppet. Kevin Bruno, bases loaded, nobody out. Rupert Blackwood has worked himself into a little bit of trouble here. Kevin Bruno 0 for 2 with the bases loaded this year. One swing can make all the difference. Sits back in his stance. First pitch. Bruno takes a slider away. Well, the Moranto warm-up was short-lived. Threw a couple pitches before retreating to the dugout. The 1-0. Bruno grounds it down the third base line, a couple feet foul. Gets towards the bullpen. Bruno waits. Blackwood ready. The 1-1. Outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Now the 2-1. Bruno hacks at it. Foul ground on the first base side, ranging over. Silvers makes the catch in front of his bench. Might have been a tough play if his team was lined up there instead. They're all on the padded wall down the line, so it's an easy play, and Silvers makes the catch for the first out in the fourth. Bruce Weiss stands in, takes a fastball in the zone for strike one. Oh for 1 tonight. Great gap-to-gap hitter. 0-1 from Blackwood. Weiss takes off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the 1-1. Inside, Weiss backs off. Count moves to 2-1. The stands roar to life ahead of the 2-1. Weiss lifts one down the line, right field. Slicing foul, out of play. It lands a couple feet away from the red umbrellas in the picnic area. Blackwood already discards Bruno. 2-2 the count to Bruce Weiss. Blackwood shovels home. Weiss lines one to center. That'll get down for a hit. Noby comes in to score. Long round at third. And just the one. Burlington's on the board. An RBI single for Bruce Weiss. Keeps the bases loaded here in the fourth. In stands Jack Freehill, lefty on righty matchup. Fastball from Blackwood misses outside. Now the 1-0. Freehill clubs one foul. One one to Freehill. Down low, 2 balls, 1 strike. Next year's Columbia Lions commit. 1 for 8 in a sock puppets uniform this summer. Part of that wave that arrived early last week. Here's the 2-1. Good cut action on the fastball to get in the zone. 2-2. And Freehill calls time. Two-two. Blackwood set. Kicks and deals. Freehill grounds one to short. Could be 2. Throw to second for 1 on to first. Can't be scooped by Silvers. Goes towards the bench. And coming in to score is Owen Lee. Burlington adds another on the fielder's choice. And now Tung Sahur is run on the field. Well, it's 10-2. Two-run score on the hit. Campos from third, Lee from second. Runner at second is Jack Freehill. Minio takes the first pitch away. One 0 is outside. 2-0 to Minio. He's the 7th guy to hit in the inning for Burlington. A long lead at second for Freehill. Minio hacks at one, sends one spiraling out of play. Down the left field line, out of play. Two one. Blackwood goes home. Minio watches it down. 3 balls, 1 strike. Minio waits. 3-1 from Blackwood. Outside, Minio's worked his 2nd walk of the day. Patient hitter extends the inning. Still 2 guys on. And Braden Moranto is in to hit now. So Jaden Nunez is icing his left elbow. Michael Quevedo out to the mound to talk to Blackwood. This will be an interesting defensive substitution. Got too many infielders out there right now. Moranto maybe loosening to throw when he goes out in the field instead. So Moranto is in. 2 on, 2 out. 10-3, the Kingsport lead in the 4th. Moranto takes first pitch fastball down the middle. That means it shortens up Moranto's on-base streak, which is all 12 games this year that he's played at home. The 0-1. Nice pitch. Blackwood finds the outside corner. 0-2. Blackwood's 0-2. Outside and low. Blackwood ready, the 1-2. Line to right field, that's down. Extra bases possible, cut off by Williams. Long throw home, and Freehill scores. RBI single, Braden Moranto enters, does his job. And all of a sudden, Burlington evens the 4th inning tally for Kingsport. It's 10-4. Pomeroy in to hit. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Already 4 guys in this inning. Pomeroy takes a slider down the middle. Pitch to Deacon. Up high. Deacon 0 for 2 tonight, a strikeout and a ground out. Blackwood goes home, up and in. Deacon backs off. Count 3-0 to Pomeroy. Blackwood ready. Inside. And that's ball 4. Pomeroy, an exasperated drop of the bat as he takes off his gear. And Brandon Novy led off the inning. The bases are loaded with Minio at third, Moranto at second. Pomeroy is at first. Novy's chasing history. He needs one more to become the Burlington Sock Puppets single-season home run record holder. Blackwood's first pitch. Novy skies it. Left center field. Back at the wall. Brandon Novy, grand slam. And he takes the lead all by himself. The first man in a Sock Puppets uniform to launch 9 home runs in a single season. It's an 8-run fourth inning. His 9th home run of the season is a grand one. Burlington is nearly all the way back from 10 down, an 8-run inning. Mike Policastro retrieves the bat that Novy flipped. It is a 413-foot home run, 110 miles an hour off the bat. Distances himself from Jackson Geiger of Johnson City, who's second with 7 home runs in the Appy League. First pitch to Julio Mar Campos, down low. Blackwood's 1-0. Campos takes strike on the inside corner. One to Campos. Good slider, but it missed high. Two one, the count to Campos. The pitch. Slammed. Left field. Deep. And caught a few feet in front of the wall. How about the 2-out rally? Burlington puts together its second 8-run inning of the year. Brandon Novy with a grand slam. And this game is far from over. 10-8. We head to the top of the 5th inning here at Burlington Athletic Stadium. The Sock Puppets roaring back on Aware TV. To the fifth we go here at Burlington Athletic Stadium. Joe Gomez on the bump. He enters the game in a big hole, down 9 runs, and now all of a sudden he's back out there, and it's a 2-run game. He faces Garrett Lutt. 1-0 count, pitch home. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes to Lutt. Lutt reached base all 3 times tonight. 2 walks and a single. That one hacked at and fouled off. Brings the count to 2-1. That one tapped at foul. Gomez works back into it. It's now 2-2. So Novi passes Ethan Lazama, the most home runs in a Sock Puppets uniform in a single year. Gomez tries to bend a slider back into the zone and misses just outside. Full count pitch. Gomez outside. Lutt walks for the 3rd time tonight. Continues his ascent. He leads the league in walks. In stands, Caden Reeves takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. And again outside. Gomez from the stretch, looks towards first, now the 1-1. Slider bends in there. Gomez settling in, did his job of damage control when he entered last inning, getting 3 outs in a row. That one grounded up the middle, could be 2, deep in the hole. And Freehill takes it himself, throws to first. How about the double play turn from Jack Freehill? Hesitated for a second, thought about the flip to Bruno, instead said, I'll take it myself, and gets 2 outs there. A 6-3 double play. Burlington all of a sudden is surging to life. First pitch in there to Brock Silvers, a guy who has 2 hits, has reached base all 3 times tonight. It was going to be a blowout. The unplanned has happened. Silvers takes a slider in there for strike 2. Gomez enters as the mop-up man in this game, down by 9 runs. Instead, it's a segue to get this bullpen some hard-earned innings and extend this game. 0-2, Gomez to Silvers. Slider, called third strike. Gomi is fired up as he bounces off the mound. Burlington is in this game, trying to erase a 10-run lead. They're 8 runs through. It's 10-8. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning here at Burlington Athletic Stadium. You're watching the Sock Puppets on Aware TV. To the fifth we go, the bottom of the fifth. Burlington with his first 8-run inning since the Pulaski game on June 30th. Propelled it to a win late in that game. Looking to erase a 10-run deficit. Owen Lee to lead things off here in the bottom of 5. Takes the first pitch fastball. New guy for the Axmen is Christian Gross, a right-hander, 5'11", from Las Vegas, Nevada, in Central Arizona Junior College. 0-1. Lee takes down. Gross, 3-0 record, 6 ERA, 21 innings pitched, a 1-1 whip with 20 strikeouts at Central Arizona. Goes home with a 1-1. Inside to Owen Lee. It's his second appearance the Appy League season. Got the win. 1 hit, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts over a scoreless inning. His last time out. The 2-1. Lee clobbers it on the ground. High hop to first. Silvers corrals it, steps on the bag. And 1 quick out here in the 5th. So what's up next for Brandon Novy? He's got the Burlington record. He needs 4 more to be the all-time single-season collegiate Appy League home run leader. First pitch to Kevin Bruno's a slider that loops in for strike 1. Oh, 1 coming from Gross. Bruno fouls it off. It's Christian Smith in 2022 with Pulaski and Ezra McNaughton, one of the great power hitters on the Greenville team last season, with 12 apiece. Oh, 2 slider outside. Gross, good mix since entering. 91 with a fastball, 81 with the slider. 7 hits each, 10-8 lead for Kingsport here in the bottom of 5. The 1-2. Bruno, soft hand, swings and misses at a slider in the dirt. And 2 quick outs for Gross. So Bruce Weiss stands in. Weiss, big hit last inning. An RBI single. Really kind of felt like it shifted the momentum that inning. The 0-0 fastball down the middle for strike 1. Oh, 1 to Weiss. Grounded into left field. Splits Lutt and Beach. Bruce Weiss, 2-hit day. Keeps this 5th inning alive. A 2-out single. Puts the tying run at the plate in Jack Freehill. Novy's grand slam is the 3rd by a Burlington hitter this year. The other 2 belonging to Deacon Pomeroy and the Bash Bros now. They were already 1 and 2 before in RBIs in this league, but now Novy the 2nd to 30. Freehill watches 1 down. Novy 31 runs batted in, 9 home runs, 2 ahead of Jackson Geiger of Johnson City for the league lead. 1-0 to Freehill with Weiss at first. The pitch. Freehill sends 1 high in the air. Shallow left center field. Beach ranges back. Makes the catch. Ends the 5th. For the first time since the 2nd inning, the teams trade zeros. It's a quick inning of work for Christian Gross. Out of the pen, we go to the 6th inning. 10-8 the lead. Kingsport over Burlington on Aware TV. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. We head to the 6th. Joe Gomez, still the man on the mound, facing Easton Beach to lead off the 6th. Starts it with a fastball right down the pipe. Beach, McFarland, Fawcett to hit in this Kingsport order that has finally been slowed and held off the scoreboard. 0-1 is a slider that misses just outside. 17-degree launch angle on Brandon Novy. You know how hard you have to hit a ball for it to go 400 feet in the air at a 17-degree launch angle? 1-1. Nearly gets him. Beach ducks out of the way. 1 for 2 tonight. A single, a flyout, and a walk. A run scored, 3 runs driven in. 2-run single in the 3rd. An RBI walk in the 4th. Gomez set. Here's the 2-1. In the air, shallow right center, long run, and it's all the way out of here. Wow, that went. Looked like a routine fly ball, and it got over the fence. Easton Beach has his 2nd home run of the season. That is a mere opposite from Brandon Novy's ball that was smashed on a line. That ball was popped up, and it got out. 391 feet, 30-degree launch angle. Easton Beach puts Kingsport back in front by 3. So Gomez touched up for the first time since entering the game. First hit he has surrendered, and then misses way outside to the backstop it goes on the first pitch to McFarland. One out to McFarland. Checks his swing inside. Did not come around, so it's 2-0. Pitch. Gomez loads up. Fastball catches the outside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1, same spot. Fastball working for Joe Gomez right now. Can he pair it with the slurve? Into his windup. The 2-2. Fastball up in the zone, but it missed. 3 balls, 2 strikes. McFarland's worked it full. He's on base all 3 times tonight. A pair of walks and a double. Nick Fine starts to loosen in the pen, doing his Jaeger band routine. Gomez ready. The 3-2. Swung on, grounded back to the mound. Gomez fields it himself, flips it to first. A little PFP for Joe Gomez to get the first out in the 6th. Antonio Fawcett, the new hitter from the left side. 0-0 pitch, loops high. One-0 from Gomez. Fastball upstairs, 2-0. Fawcett, 0 for 3 in today's game. Did walk in the 4th inning. Finally got a breather in the 5th. He batted in the first 4 innings of this game. Waits on the 2-0. Fastball catches the zone on the inside half. That one upstairs again, so Fawcett works it to 3-1. He is disciplined. He is second in the league in base on balls, and also 33 strikeouts, which ranks in the top 6. Gomez, 3-1. Upstairs, high to Fawcett for ball 4. One out base runner is Fawcett. And in stands Seth Farney. Farney waits. Gomez looks towards first. Now set. His 1-0. In there for strike 1. Pitch to Farney. In the air. Fading foul on the third base side. Lee gave chase to it. It lands in the bleachers, and a race ensues to get the baseball. Salmon shirt versus blue shirt. Salmon shirt out ahead. Blue shirt takes the stairs and wins the race. Farney behind 0-2. 1 for 3 tonight. A single, a pop out, a strikeout. Also intentionally walked after working to a 3-0 count in the third. The 0-2. Gomez drops a dime down the middle, but apparently it missed high. So the count 1-2 to Farney. Gomez offsets from the stretch. Is 1-2. Grounded softly towards first. Foul. Another 1-2. Gomez to Farney. The pitch. In the air. Looping foul out of play. Gomez and Farney will do it again. Another 1-2. Come set. Here's the pitch. Down low. Campos, good block to keep it in front. Farney works it to 2-2. We will see a 7th pitch in this AB. Joe Gomez rifles home. Grounded off the foot of Farney. Came right back to the mound. Gomez on the comebacker, barehands it. Do another one. We have yet to see Farney bat from the right side. Gomez 2-2. Grounded foul again. Seth Farney continues to shave off the pitches. "22 runs scored in last night's game. 19 runs scored already today. The Axmen with an 11-8 lead here in the 6th. Gomez tries towards first. Fawcett dives back safely. He's peppering the zone. 3 fastballs and 5 slurves. "2-2 in the air and lifted foul. Seth Farney and Joe Gomez now in a 10-pitch duel. Campos walks out to the mound. Burlington donning its blue away jerseys tonight with the black numbers and the black hats, in an effort to try and switch things up. This Kingsport team has been unbelievable on the road. They're 12-3 this season. Against East teams, they also lost the first 6 games against East opponents this year, 11-3 since. Just about every metric since that 0-5 start is remarkable. 21 of 29 games have gone the way of the Axmen since that start. Gomez with another 2-2 to Seth Farney. The pitch hits Farney on the back foot. A crushing end to an unbelievable at-bat for Joe Gomez. And Mickey Tettleton wants to make a change. Out of the dugout to collect the ball. 2 1/3 innings pitch for Joe Gomez. We'll leave with 2 guys on and 1 out here in the 6th inning. And gives way to Nick Fine. We'll take a step aside. Burlington and Kingsport in a battle. 11-8 the score. Axmen lead here in the 6th. Nick Fine gets the ball with 2 guys on, 1 out here in the 6th inning. Kingsport trying to claw its way back to a 10-run lead, which it held just a few innings ago. Fine's first pitch fouled off. He enters in the meat of this order: Cash Williams, the 3-hitter Miles Davis, the 4-hitter Garrett Lutt, the 5-hitter Williams. 1 for 3 tonight, a single, a couple of flyouts, including a sac fly. Fine's 0-1. Fouled off again. And a veteran move. Fine draws Fawcett all the way off second. He almost got a running start to third. Fine checked him back, and he was scampering back to the bag, moving the wrong way as Fine delivered home. Just a fantastic outing against Johnson City last week. 2 innings of scoreless ball out of the bullpen to pick up the save. The 0-2. Grounded towards third, stays foul down the line. Count remains 0-2. Fine set. Out of the stretch, the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Hard grunt on the curveball. Fine comes in, does his job, sits down Williams. Second out of the 6th. Two whiffs in his first at-bat, both come on the curveball. And now 2 outs. In stands Miles Davis, 0 for 4 in tonight's game. First pitch. Fine goes bottom of the zone with a fastball, missed with it. Slightly low. Ball and no strikes. Man, it's tough. The Burlington pitching staff that has struggled to keep Kingsport off the bases. Miles Davis being 0 for 4 tonight. Fine misses low again. So make it 2-0. Two-zero pitch. Wow, curveball just fools Davis. He is way out in front of that pitch and reaches out and misses. Does his usual trip behind Alexis Berry after a swing and a miss. Struck out looking in the third, an inning he hit twice in. Checks Fawcett back at second. The 2-1. Davis swings and misses again. 4 whiffs from Fine out of the bullpen. 1 strike away from ending this inning. Now Davis steps out. He needs to Pine Tar again. Second time he stopped the game to add tar to his bat. The first time was because he launched it about 70 feet down the third base line. Picks his bat. 2 shades, black on the bottom, red on the barrel with the white barrel ring running down the center of his stick. Fine set, delivers the 2-2. Outside, Davis wanted to chase, held up. Count works to full at 3-2. Runners will be in motion. I'll check towards second. Disengages to make sure Fawcett does not leave early. He's at second. It's Farney at first. Both reaching on free passes this inning. The 3-2. Lifted in the air, right field. Moranto does not normally play outfield. Backtracks towards the ball, makes the catch. And ends the 6th inning. Just the 1 run on the Easton Beach solo shot to right center. Nick Fine grabs the last 2 outs. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Kingsport leads it 11-8 on Aware TV. It feels like a brand new game. Sock Puppets, 8 of the last 9 runs here in the bottom of the 6th. Sal Mineo to lead things off. Taps the first pitch foul. And for once this season, Burlington is being efficient. They're 500 with runners in scoring position. They've left just 4 guys on base. Kingsport has left 11, and they've scored 11. 0-1 to Mineo. Gross's throw home. Slider upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. 8 hits for each side. Sal Mineo 0 for 1 in tonight's game. He's walked twice. Scored on the Novi Grand Slam in the 4th. The 1-1. Doesn't chase. And he's so patient in the box. Now the 2-1. Down low. 3 balls, 1 strike. And this part of the order got busy last time. The top 4 all reaching base. Our last AB, Mineo hacks it 1, sends it flying foul out of play behind home plate on the third base side. Three and 2 the count to Sal Mineo. Center fielder flipping from Delaware to Virginia in the fall. The full count pitch, swing and a miss. Mineo down on strikes, chased 1 low, and ends up as the first out of the 6th. Gross's second punch out of the afternoon. And Stance Moranto came in as a pinch hitter. In the 4th, singled and scored. Made the catch in right field to end the top of the 6th. First pitch from Gross. High and away to Moranto, who now has a 13-game on-base streak here at home. One 0 to Braden. Outside, 2-0. Two-0 count. Gross's pitch. Fastball in there. Make it 2-1 to Moranto. Just the second time Mickey Tettleton has pinch hit this year. Nunez hit by pitch on his lead elbow in the 3rd. 2-1. Moranto hacks at it, sends it foul. Count now 2-2. And launches the 2-2 off of Gross, gets to 3rd, throw to 1st, not in time, gets away. Moranto circles, heads for 2nd, and takes 2nd base. Deflects off the body of Christian Gross. Moranto on board. It should go in the book as a hit as he hammered it back to the mound. Kingsport's trainer, Craig Morehouse, wants to check on his pitcher, who ate all of that pitch that he dished down the middle. An 81-mile-an-hour slider. Moranto gets all of it. Barry will let Gross toss a warm-up pitch before facing Deacon Pomeroy. No discomfort. Pomeroy stands in. Moranto at 2nd. First pitch to Deacon. Inside. Deacon, only time on base tonight, the walk in the fourth. On 4 pitches. I'll call it a single for Moranto, who advances to second on the throwing error by Lutt at third. 1-0 lifted in the air, shallow center field. Could be a tough play. McFarland gives way, and it lands in front of Fawcett. That is absolutely McFarland's ball, and he's called off. Fawcett could not make the play. He couldn't get there in time. He had to run about 130 feet. That was a long run for the center fielder. Instead, it lands, and it's the second hit in a row. Moranto stays at second. And now you got the tying run at the plate in Brandon Novi, who had a grand slam his last time up. Gross's first pitch. Fastball off the plate, called a strike. Good frame from Reeves behind home plate. Oh, 1 to Novi. Moranto dances at second. Gross looks him back. Goes home with the 0-1. Down low, good block. Reeves eats it at home plate. Fires it back to his pitcher. Pomeroy has the record this year. 3 5 RBI games. Brandon Novi would like to join the party and even surpass it if he can get a hold of one here. Gross with a 1-1. Novi late, but it was high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Whitfield Jr. confirming the call. Did not go around on the check swing. Hitters count. Novi got his first fastball there at the letters. Now the 2-1. Swings and misses. Slider darts out of the zone. Gross works it back even at 2-2. Silent hands. Gross steps off first. Novi, 3 hits yesterday. Already 3 hits today. A 6-hit series, and he's only hit 8 times. Gross breathes. Now comes set. The 2-2. Novi takes. That's a good take there. Watches it all the way in. Could load the bases. Julio Mar Campos stands on deck. 0 for 2 in today's game with a hit by pitch. But he's been so hot since joining this team at .455 as a hitter. The 3-2. Novi swings and misses. Chased a fastball. Might have been strike 3 anyways. It was on the outer half. Novi sat down on strikes. 2 outs here in the 6th inning. So Campos still the tying run with 2 outs in the 6th. 2 guys on. The pitch home. Campos takes a fastball up and in. Campos waits for the 1-0. Watches it miss outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Count 2-0. Campos. The pitch home. Swings and misses out in front of a slider that broke after he had already started his swing. He gets to a hitter's count. He's ahead 2-1, making Gross work for outs here in the sixth. 2-1, another cut and a miss. 35 pitches thrown over 1 2/3 innings of work. Back-to-back sliders near the top of the zone. The 2-2 from Gross. In the air, right center field. Headed to the gap, down, extra bases for Campos. Moranto scores. They're going to send Pomeroy around third. Throw is high. Pomeroy in. One-run game. Julio Mar Campos, 2 strike, 2 out, 2-run double. Burlington's within 1. RBIs 4 and 5 for Campos, and he stands at second now as the tying run. First pitch to Owen Lee from Gross. It's a fastball in the inner half for strike 1. Lee, 1 for 3 today. Single and a pair of groundouts. The 0-1. Outside to Lee. Gross set in his stretch. Looks towards second. Now goes home. The 1-1. Lee hacks at it, sends it foul. Above home plate, out of play. Count moves to 1-2. Lee waits. Gross doctors home. Lifted foul again. Same spot. Gross, long pause, holds the ball in his palm. Now comes set. Evens his glove at his hips. The 1-2. Lee checked it. Did he go around? Barry says he did. He's tagged out. And that ends the 6th inning. Julio Mar Campos, 2-out double to score 2 runs. Burlington is within 1 as we head to the 7th inning here on Aware TV. You're watching the Burlington Sock Puppets. To the top of the 7th we go. Nick Fine out to face Garrett Lutt to start things off. Curveball is upstairs. Well, if you can get Garrett Lutt out, you have to feel pretty good about his chances through this part of the order. Lutt has reached base all 4 times tonight. 3 walks, 1 single. So disciplined, leads the league in base on balls. Fine's 1-0. Upstairs, 2 balls, no strikes. Working in the windup for the first time after entering last inning with runners on. Fine's 2-0. Curveball in there for strike 1. So Lutt works it to 2-1. Fine goes home. That one checked. They'll check to Whitfield Jr. He says Lutt came around, so the count goes to 2-2. Fine. Back to work. 2-2. Goes high. Big yell from Fine as he released the pitch home. But it missed upstairs. Count goes full at 3-2. Will be a big out. The full count pitch. Tapped foul. Lutt off the end of his bat. Just finds the seats. So we'll try another 3-2. Finds pitch. Swung on and missed. That was a little dance. And Nick Fine strikes out, the hardest out in that order. Garrett Lutt is set down on strikes. Fine's got his second K against 3 batters he's faced since entering. So in stands Caden Reeves, 0 for 1, just 1 at bat, 2 walks and a hit by pitch, also bounced into a double play. Finds curveball off the plate, 1 ball, no strikes, and Campos bounces it back to the mound. Fine having to do some work to try and knock it down. Goes into motion, the 1-0. Upstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Ready to go again. Can he work backwards to 2 hitters in a row? The 2-0 is a fastball in there for strike 1. Reeves has scored twice. What the fuck's your problem, bro? The count 2-1. So it goes out away, so count to 3-1. And that one drops down for ball 4. And they'll check the swing. They go down to Whitfield. He says he held up, so Fine loses him there. Quick mound visit. Campos wants to chat with Fine. One out in the 7th. Reeves reaches base on the walk. This Burlington bullpen has been so much better since the first 4 innings of this game. Over the last 2 1/3 innings, just 1 hit. It was the home run by Easton Beach. Silvers waits. Finds first pitch outside. Double play in order. 1-0 to Silvers. Hits him in the back, and now two guys have reached in a row. So guys at first and second in the seventh, and Mickey Tettleton's going to make a change. He looks down towards the bullpen. There's no one warming up. Unless he's going in just to check on Fine. Typically the skipper not out there for moral support. He's going to check on his pitcher this time. Does not look like he's going to make a change. Just a quick visit. So Fine churns through the heart of this order, having a little bit of trouble here towards the bottom. Reeves walk, Silvers hit by pitch. They've both reached now 4 times tonight. And it's a Kingsport team that has just 8 hits in this game. And now the first pitch. He's off the plate, can't post on a knee to block it, shuffles it back to Fine. It's a 1-run game, 11-10 the score here in the top of the 7th. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Fine gets it to 1-1. Beach, 2 hits tonight. The single in the third to score 2, and a solo shot in the 6th. He's got 4 RBIs tonight. Takes a curveball off the plate. That's a called strike on the outside corner. Back to 1-2. The pitch. Outside. Campos again extending his legs to get out there. Block the ball. Fine trying to get the chase. Not trying to leave anything over the plate for a guy who's shown his power in this game. The 2-2. Grounded towards short. Backhand play. Freehill to second for 1. Bruno will eat it. They get the runner at second. Silvers out on the fielder's choice. And there's 2 outs. So now the 9-hitter, Phoenix McFarland, 1 for 2 today, a double and a ground out. Fine works from the stretch. His first toss. Fastball off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Bubba Sims begins to loosen in the Burlington pen. The 1-0, good curveball, but it missed upstairs. Maybe some late break from Fine there. So count to 2-0. There is a base open. Antonio Fawcett is the hitter on deck. Walks in his last 2 plate appearances. And the pitch. Check the swing. It was down the middle anyway. Should be a strike, and it is. Count 2-1. Fine delivers to McFarland. Swing and a miss. Great pitch. Fine dotting up the outside corner. He's got it to 2-2. 1 pitch away from escaping the 7th with 2 guys on base. Kingsport has left 11 today. Fine.